Hey, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm giving you an update, kind of in my update series here for the fall. And in particular, I'm talking about Canvas, some of the changes in Canvas, some of the new functionality, and maybe things that look a little different to you. So let's jump onto Canvas now and give you an overview of some of the new features and functionality that could be useful for you here in the fall of 2021. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here in LTCC's Teaching and Learning program. Today I'm focusing on some updates with Canvas in fall of 2021. As you know, we've been dealing with some harrowing situations, the Caldor fire, the continuation of COVID-19, a late start this year, a lot of other things that we probably can't predict, but as always, we're very resilient and we adapt, and Canvas is a great way to adapt because no matter what happens, as you might discover from my video called the WCS Canvas class, which is the worst case scenario Canvas class, we can always fall back on our virtual teaching. Some of you are only teaching like me in the fall DE, so this is kind of your bread and butter. Others may be doing some face-to-face, but you might be required to jump back onto Canvas if some situations come up. Keep in mind, we want every single class at the college to have its own specific Canvas shell. Even the basic Canvas shell, if you're teaching face-to-face, ISP does not count. And the reason for this is if we do have to fall into DE for a quarantine situation during COVID, or who knows, unfortunately with forest fires, we always have this as a backup to be able to adapt and be flexible and continue the learning even if the campus has to temporarily close or go to quarantine due to COVID. So for the basic features of Canvas, I definitely recommend you check out ltccteachingandlearning.com and click on the one-pagers. And very shortly, I'll have this new thing called the Everything Sheet, and that will allow you to click on all this stuff from one source. It's actually really cool, and I'm really proud of just how that's coming along here in the summer, and I'll have that live for you in fall. But in the meantime, you can click, or once you see this video, you might already have it, but click on handouts like All Things Canvas. This is really handy. This has years of my training going back a couple years. I cover everything from, this is the video you're watching today, the basic Canvas shell, how to get Canvas certified, the Canvas guide, Canvas help, and a lot of this will take you to a web resource or a video, so really useful information. If you want to learn key areas like Canvas Studio, check that out. These are all kind of content areas that go along with the main aspects of Canvas. So things like the announcements and assignments, really handy video to watch. It's a live training I did back from March 2020. Top 10 Canvas is another great video to check out because it's almost like the 10 best features or 10 things or tricks that you can use to really understand more about Canvas and be successful in using it. So this is a great one-pager. Another one to check out is my TNL tips. I just created this here in August of 2021. So this is like hot off the press, and this has everything you need to know to get rolling on Canvas. It is as comprehensive a Canvas guide that's been created anywhere. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just saying I spent a ton of time on this, and I really thought, taking all my knowledge of DE going back to 2003 when I was first teaching DE, how can I give you the most basic bits of Canvas and have those in a granular format so that you can check them out and click on the various icons, which will take you to handy Canvas guides, as you can see when you click on that. You can also click on any of these images, and this will take you to a video. So the video will demo the feature. So the rich content editor is covered in this particular feature. So what I recommend is, as you're stuck in certain areas of Canvas, scroll through the TNL tips guide and discover some of these on your own, how to validate links, how to do grades in our 2 grading systems, how to do the home page, the module structure, how to publish things, how to make a quick video, student view, and many other examples. In this one, I really recommend the worst case scenario because this is the one that says if we did have to quarantine or move to DE because of COVID, because of another calamity like a fire, this is some guides. This is a guide that helps you figure this out. Particularly useful is the edit all assignments, the adjust all assignment dates. It will save you an hour of time, I kid you not, if you follow my simple 6 steps on doing that. And that's laid out there as well. And then I have a little more about Zoom, everything else, new faculty questions, the course details menu in Canvas, and then this handy HTML code that you can cut and paste to create some buttons and then just put those into your Canvas class using the HTML editor. So TNL Tips, hot off the press, definitely recommend using that one because it just has all the information that you can really use, particularly if you're brand new to Canvas. So check all those one-pagers out for the basic features. And additional Canvas resources, in addition to what I presented, you can also check out the really wonderful that are linked in both those last two PDFs, the wonderful Canvas Instructure online reference sheets that allow you to search for any topic you can imagine in Canvas and get all your questions answered. So those are great resources. Bells and whistles, as I've said in my Zoom feature, if you are uncomfortable with certain things in Canvas, if you don't want to use certain aspects of the gradebook, which can be really immense, or you get stuck on quizzes and you want to do simpler quizzes, adapt and do what you need. Don't use everything in Canvas just like you shouldn't use everything in Zoom because you'll just get overwhelmed, particularly if you're brand new to teaching here at the college. For the latest features in Canvas, I will try to remember to link this. This is just a Google search away, but let me show it to you. This will tell you the recent updates. And again, this is on Instructure Community, and it tells you the various releases, release notes, the most recent one here. And it'll just tell you changes that happened in terms of minor things, major things. Not all of this relates to you as a user. Some of these features they describe here are admin related, but it's very useful to just know what's coming up and what concerns are out there. And I can also show you resources that allow you to participate in community discussions. If Instructure gets enough input or ideas for a new feature, that feature could actually get added to future versions of Canvas. So pretty cool to stay involved. If you're interested, reach out and I'll get you in touch with that discussion board area. So as I always say, use what you need, not things that are going to stress you out or challenge you when you're trying to think about everything else in adapting your class, in creating your class or adapting it for the next quarter. So use all the resources in place. A lot of those still hold true today. If there are big new features that come out, like the new rich content editor that was out in beta last year and now is out in full force, I will always try to update you on those new features and send that information out. When we hire the new DE director, I'm sure that person will have other approaches and ideas. Right now in fall 2021, I'm stepping in kind of quasi for now, unless we hire someone last minute to help with the Canvas stuff. That'll be about only 25% of my time. That'll be paid via reassigned time. So I'm going to really try to keep that pretty strict just because a lot of stuff is happening, including a new grant that we just received that I'll be involved in. And then also my typical training stuff, which I've been trying to prep here over the summer during the fire and the evacuation of Tahoe to make sure everything is ready for all of you in the fall. But I will be here if needed on an ad hoc basis, helping with Canvas oversight in the fall, again, depending on what happens with the Director of DE Learning hire, whether or not we hire someone for that, and if and when they come to campus and help us out here with Canvas. So any other questions, reach out to me. I'm always here to help, in particular, help you with those teaching pedagogical sides of working with Canvas here at LTCC. Okay, that is it today. Just give me an overview of some of the changes and new features that maybe you're not aware of inside of Canvas. As always, reach out with any questions or concerns, and I will try to answer those as soon as I can. And I'll be back with additional videos in the future.